Hey everybody, I'm back. So I got the parts for the blower here in the package. So yeah, and then I bought the fuel line kit and the fuel cap for it because the old one was busted, or the retainer fell off and it was kind of clogged up. And I also bought an Champion RCJ6Y spark plug. So you can see it's a Champion. And I will be doing a video on how to replace these parts today. So let me go grab some tools real quick. And we can get started. So I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I got some tools to work on the blower. First one I'll do is open the package here. Excuse me. So put that down there. So it came with, the parts came with a new fuel line kit, which is right here. Here's the new primer bulb, and then the fuel filter and the grommet. And it also came with the new fuel cap, which is right here. So I'll show you how to do that also. And just some instructions, or the packing list, and a nice little repair clinic magnet came in the package also, so I'll set that down there and we'll get started. So first, what you want to do is remove the carburetor off of the actually, first what I'll do, I'll just set the parts down here. But first what I'll do is, on here where the primer bulb goes in, there are two little clips you have to pinch in to pull it out. And I'll show you what those two little clips look like in a second. Here's the air filter box. I'll just set that down here for now. But so the two little clips I'm talking about on the primer bulb, are right here. See if you can see them. It's this part and that part there. There's two little tabs on there. Those just kind of clip into the air filter cover. So I will continue to remove the carburetor here. And you want to be as careful as possible on when you're removing the throttle trigger so that it doesn't fall out of the handle. That has happened before, and it's kind of a pain to have to put back in, so it's probably easier if you just keep it in the handle in the first place. So I will remove this right now. And it's best, like I said, if you just keep it in the handle in the first place, rather than having to put it back in later. Because if you know Husqvarna's, on these handhelds, it's kind of difficult to put it back in the handle. So I will just pull it up out like that. Just make sure it's dangling there, not falling out. So next, what you'll want to do is remove all the fuel lines from the carburetor, and you want to make note of where they go. So the small one, and you want to make note of how the carburetor goes on and here too. But on the small one, it goes like this, and the small one is right, goes on right here. So I'll remove this. Now, as you can see, it's pretty brittle, so it's good in replacing it. And when you're doing this, try not to like bend the little pipe, the fuel line goes on, because then you have to buy a whole new carburetor. Which won't be good. Yeah, got that one off. It was kind of hard to do, but yeah. So next I'll get this one. And you want to make sure you don't get fuel in your clothes, because if there's any fuel in the lines, it may spill. So there, it's coming. Alright, so I got all the fuel lines off the carburetor. I'll just set the carburetor aside for now. Now I need to work on getting the grommet out of the fuel tank. And there's a little tab on it so that you can just yank it right up, and it should just come out. And this one looks like it's going to be a bit harder than, well, no. So there's the grommet. It's the part that the fuel lines go into the tank with. So I will just set that aside with the old parts. And those fuel lines were pretty discolored, pretty badly, really. So I am, as you can see, the new one, it's pretty clear compared to the old one. So set that aside, and I will open up the new part. And when you buy the part, it's going to come with instructions, as you can see here. I won't need them, but I can if you need them, you can pretty much just look up, you can just use this video to do this installation, because it's really not that hard. But so here's the fuel filter, and then here's the grommet. You want to stick the fuel filter in the fuel tank and make sure that it's not kinked, and then you want to just jab the grommet into place, and make sure the tab, when you're looking at the back of the blower, is on the left side. And then it should just snap right into place. It looks like this one's not going to, so I will put this in real quick and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so I got the fuel grommet in, and it's lined up properly with this little tab right here. This little tab, you can see, it is lined up on this side over here like the old one. So I will set the camera back up here. And we will continue with the installation here. So next, what you'll want to do is connect the small fuel line to this fitting right here. Well, first, what you probably want to do is connect the throttle trigger, or the throttle linkage, because that's going to be the hardest to do on this part of the installation, on this part of the repair. It doesn't want to stay out. So I'll reconnect the throttle trigger real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the carburetor on. I just needed to put the I had to take the side off because it was not working well with just trying to do it without taking off the side. So you may want to consider that if you're watching the video doing your own repair, just to make it easier to work on. I'm just trying to get the throttle trigger to work properly here, because it's hung up on something. No, it's not. So I will tighten up these screws here. And if you do decide to take the handle apart to do your work, keep in mind that when you're putting the screws back in, you're just screwing in the plastic. It's not like you're screwing in the metal where you can tighten it pretty tight. But you don't want to strip the holes, or that messes it up. And then they can't tighten up properly. And then they'll probably rattle loose and fall out. Then you got a handle that won't be tight to the blower. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're tightening up the handle screws, that you don't over tighten them. Just make sure it works. It works properly. And then now you're ready to put the cover back on here. And it's easiest to put the cover back on if you put it in the full choke position. And then what you want to do is just push the you just want to push this on here tight, so the bolts, or the studs come through and into here to tighten up the carburetor. So right now I'm just kind of putting them in by hand. I just have my extension here, the socket on it. I'm just kind of hand tightening them without a socket wrench on it. And then they don't get stripped because they're really far down in there, so you don't want to. It's kind of hard to do without a socket extension, because you can't really get your fingers down in there too well, being that they're at the back of the cover, and the cover's pretty deep. So just a little tip on that. You want to make sure this is fairly tight, not over tightened. Just use your common sense and don't over tighten it so that you strip it out. But so yeah, next what I'll do is I was noticing that the recoil's a little squeaky when you let it go back, and so are these little things that on the flywheel, and I'll show you what these are. Let's see, turn on the light. So these little things here are what the recoil grabs onto, and they're a little squeaky, so I'll walk over here and grab a can of WD-40. There it is. Just regular can WD-40, but I'll show you what to spray it on. Just get a little bit on it, you don't need too much. Like that. And then kind of work it in a little bit. There, now they aren't squeaky. And then here's the recoil. That's the back of it. So I'll just give it a little shot of WD-40 here in the center. And then I will work it in by moving it like you would use it. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. The camera fell off my knee. So I will set you back up here. There. Alright. So I'll set you back up there and I'll put the recoil back on. And it's just 4 screws holding it on. They are a 5/32 Allen screw. And there's just 4 of them on the sides, 2 on each side of the recoil. And then there's 1. Then there's 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, so you want to make sure you get all of them off. Or you'll have a fit trying to get it off. Now it's not squeaky anymore, so that's good. So I'll just tighten these screws up here. And I won't be doing a startup video of it tonight because it's almost 8 o'clock. So you will be seeing this tomorrow. But today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, so you'll see it tomorrow morning. You'll see it tomorrow. I'm going to upload it tomorrow. So I have stuff to do tonight, but yes, you will see you'll be watching this a day later than when I recorded it. Just so you know. So I will get this tightened down. And then I'll just put the gas cap on and show you that. Sorry about that beeping, that's my phone. So I got everything else back on, well, except the air cleaner, which I'll show you how to do that tomorrow. But here's the gas cap, and in case you're wondering, well, I'll put the gas cap part number and stuff in the description below, but here's the new gas cap, so there it is. What you want to do is just stuff the retainer in the tank, like that, and then just tighten it down. So that's how you replace the gas cap on it. And then, so this will be the ending of the video. Oh, and I need to put the spark plug in it, which I'll just do tomorrow. But so anyways, thanks for watching the video, and have a good day.